He's got the news, speedrun reviews, and some other random Nintendo stuff. The Mike Odyssey Show. Let's go.
Mike Odyssey, and guys, you are on the only channel that brings you tangible, real information regarding the Nintendo Switch 2. You're looking at the screen right now and what is a patent, right? Look at the date. August 22nd, 2024. What if I told you you get to have the first look at the Nintendo Switch, you get to have the first look at the Nintendo Switch dock, and the entire inner sides of the Nintendo Switch in this video? If I deliver, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel if you find this information valuable and useful, and help me get to 50K before the end of the month. I think we can do that, right? If I deliver. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and okay, so let's read here. It's March 6, 2024. This here looks like a Nintendo Switch because it's a combination of both. They're giving us an image only to represent something, but you can notice that the buttons are different, right? We have two round buttons here, and everything looks a little different. If you look at your Nintendo Switch right now, if you want to take a look at it, go ahead and take a look at your Switch and compare. You can pause it and compare if you want, but let's continue here. Then we have another one here that looks like a Nintendo Switch, and we will continue here. So far, so good, right? And continue down. This is the back of the console. Now go ahead and take a look at your Joy-Cons, okay? And then compare this side here to the actual Joy-Cons you have on your hand, right? You can go ahead and pause this video and compare your own Joy-Cons to this. It's an interactive video. And then tell me if everything looks about the same, right? Mind you, they're going to give us something that looks like a Nintendo Switch because they're not going to really show us the entire display, but you'll see differences, okay? Moving forward, let's go ahead and continue. Same thing with the Joy-Con here on the inner side. Now, here we have the screen going down to the bottom. Here we have the Joy-Con, the new Joy-Con. Now, look at the inner side of your Joy-Cons, okay? The inside part, and compare it to this one, right? So if you're looking at your Joy-Cons, look at the inside part, right? The one that connects to the actual, that other thingy to have the little triggers, right? Compare. Look at the joystick, compare all that. Very different, right? And same here. Now, we continue here. Everything looks, again, very different right there. Moving forward, this part, very different from yours. This right here, this is what I believe is the magnetic part here. This is where it actually connects. Right here, it kind of showing you like the areas here, but I think this is where the magnets hold the actual Joy-Cons together. But as we move down, we now see the actual controller from the back side, and then we see here how it locks and unlocks. Okay, this is the first part. Look at the magnets. These are the magnets. When the magnets are close to each other, this is how it locks. Okay, it's kind of stuck together here. The magnets come down and it locks in place, right? It's not locked here, it's locked over here, but you know, you get the picture. And as we move down, we see the first image. This is weird. Look at the dock. Look at that little round thing here. We have the what looks like a Nintendo Switch there, but this time we see the entire screen here. There's no actual divider. But if we continue to go down here, we have a new image that shows what the potential dock could look like. And if we see here, it has a cutout right there and right there. It goes up to here, right there. There's a button on here. There is the USB-C adapter that goes on the actual Nintendo Switch, and there is the Switch right here. Now, believe it or not, my friends, they're showing you the they're being very, very funny because they turn around the Switch facing backwards, and they kind of telling you, hey, that's how it goes in. But what they're doing is just kind of hiding the front, because the front is where all the changes are going to take effect, right? But the first time we saw that was right here, when you see the actual thing here, and you see the entire front part is uncovered, leaving the screen and to the front. So maybe the screen will actually have some sort of feature where it stays on or displays the game or something. But here we can see the actual dock, right? The first look at the dock for the Nintendo Switch with the front part. We have the back and we have the front part that is had been cut off so that we can see the screen of the Nintendo Switch. Oh, if you want to know if this is the Switch or not, here we have the internals. Now, if you remember the actual the other patent we saw, magnetic force sensor. We have a slot one. We have a second slot here. There's two slots. We interpret this to be backwards compatibility for Switch and Switch 2. It could be two slots there, but it could be in the form of one actual slot where the Switch cartridge would fit, and so would the Switch 2 cartridges, but Switch 2 cartridges wouldn't fit in Switch 1. So there are two slots here, which could actually point to backwards compatibility. We have the ambient light sensor. Again, this has to do with the light emission from the screen. If you're inside a house, the light becomes dimmer. If you're outside, it becomes brighter. So it's a sensor. We have the temperature sensor here for the CPU to keep it, make sure it's not, overheating. And if it's overheating, we have a cooling fan here. And then we have a sound button, some volume, ball control, and a whole bunch of other things that here for the Nintendo Switch 2 insides. And then of course we have what looks like the actual Nintendo Switch controller, NFC communication, infrared image. It still has their capturing section, processing section, communication control section, memory, button, stick, acceleration sensor, angular velocity sensor, an indicator LED, the amplifier, the vibrator, and the power supply. On the other side, says right side, so this is the side, the Joy-Cons, we have the same exact thing. It looks like this one is a little more busier than this one in here because the NFC is on the right Joy-Con in this this patent. Communication control section, memory, button, sticks, accelerator, angular, velocity, indicator, LED, amplifier, vibrator, and power supply. So we got the lower terminal. This is more information, guys, here. The lower terminal, the main body terminal, power supply, power terminal, sleep button, extension terminal, more extended terminals. There's just so much information to go over here. As we continue looking here, we have like a little game here, just to show how you hold it, of course. But you can see still that these are different little round buttons rather than the square that we have. We have here the plus and the minus, right? And I guess they're taking it away for the two little round buttons there. And continue here. We have some information there, how you hold it, just like that. Let's see here. Basically, it's gonna be just like the Nintendo Switch. That's what I'm seeing here. It's gonna be just like the Nintendo Switch, but we see here that this part here is showing you the actual system, right? And then there we have like a big giant housing on the side. We got that going there. Continue. We got this. Again, we see the actual dock here. It says main unit attached to the cradle. I guess they call it the cradle. Turn off main unit display and start charging. Same here. We got that going here. Image display on TV. Everything that is incorporated into a Nintendo Switch, right? But again, the information they use here to depict what is shown is not what is being it's not the final product. They use a combination of displays and images in order to just patent a few features within the system. Now, I believe that they are, for the first time, they're showing us this dock here, right? This dock here with this button, and they show it several times. This is like several times. I mean, I've seen this before, but they're showing it quite a lot. Every single image has a different type of dock within it, and it also has these little buttons here, these different Joy-Cons. By the way, I don't think the Joy-Cons are going to end up looking like this. There are different buttons in other patents that are different too, and I think that basically for this patent, they're actually just kind of, patenting what is the Nintendo Switch 2 internals. I'm guessing all the features that Nintendo Switch 2 will have, since it's a successor to the Switch, not a complete like next generation Nintendo system. It's most likely a Nintendo Switch 2, and that's what they're focused on here. But the main giveaway here, as you can see, the internals for the actual system. They have to give you what's inside the system to identify it. Nintendo Switch does not have a magnetic force sensor, does not have an ambient light, does not have a temperature sensor or a cooling fan. This is all related to the magnets that's going to be used to attach the Joy-Cons to the system. And so there we have it. Let's go back to the images, because this is exciting, friends. This is here very exciting. I love this, and I think that one of our podcast hosts, Paul, actually suggested that they do a dock where the front face is completely removed. That way you can see the screen, and maybe that screen can kind of give you an image of the game, a wallpaper, maybe some progress, the time, or something related to the actual game on the front of the screen. So let me know what you guys think about this. We see here, this is the magnetic field here for the Joy-Cons. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like this information, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave your comment down below. All comments are welcome. Make sure to keep it clean. We are a family channel. And guess what, guys? I appreciate you more than you know. You can reverse this pattern, pause it, and do what you want with it. I'll see you in the next one. Before I let you go, never give up and journey on. Peace. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for a potential Nintendo Direct in August? I mean, I don't count that museum thing in Direct. I want to see games, right? We all want to see video games. And so if we do get one in August, it would be very, very exciting. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, subscribe if you have not done so yet. Before I let you go, never, ever give up and journey on. Peace.